Okay, folks, it's still the festive period here. Um, so it's Boxing Day. So we're continuing with White Dogs Games World War Z. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you go, World War Z USA. So this is a quick solitaire game. It's great fun. I think I had things a bit easier last time, and while I was editing, I did notice that I forgot once or twice to swell the numbers of the zombie hordes. So I'm going to go through it again and see if I get just as lucky. Um, yeah, we're just going to play through the basic scenario again. Um, check out our uh, check out our first video if you want to suggest one of the scenarios. Basically, they're all different scenarios for this game based on popular films, TV shows, things like that. So you can have zombies with different abilities and stats. There can even be things like that that can represent vampires and things. It's great fun, and you can have scenarios through different periods in history. So pre-nukes for a start. So that's clearly important to the game and how it plays. We're going to go through it again. Here we go. Let's have a quick look, see if we can. So this is us. I'll just slightly tweak that. There we go. So, right, let's just go for it. Canada dice, the white one is the tens. Northern invasion dice, the orange is the units. So we're starting off. The zombies are going to be in area 14. California. So that's very different to last time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the Z burst maximum, which is 5. So there are 5 hordes of zombies in North California. So that's the start of the game. This is where the outbreak has taken place. And the first thing they're going to do is overrun San Francisco, which will result in another 5 zombies, which isn't ideal, if we're honest. Who knows what's been going on there in that part of the world that's resulted in this outbreak? Is it a virus? Has there been some testing? Who knows? But here it is. Next thing that happens is the horde is going to be bolstered by the Z-burst minimum for zombie phase 2. I'm keeping my 2 even groups because you half the number in the area, round it up, and that one goes a marching in Z phase 2. Z phase 2, they're going 5. So, it's already happening. They've gone into South California, and because the priority in this scenario is a city, away goes San Diego. So we have lost, and they get an extra 5 because they've wiped out a city. This is already looking a lot worse than last time when we had an outbreak down in Georgia, and they were quite a rural area, so not a great deal happened. But that's the end of Z phase 1 and 2. So we come to the player phase. The western seaboard, do they call it? Has been overrun. We've lost cities. At least the cities are now quite a distance away. So we might get away with things. We'll see. First things first, there's been no research. Then for turn 1, I believe we get D3 for our production points. Let's do this in order. So first things first, we'd look at research. Secondly, we'd look at, is there any rioting? For there to be rioting, there needs to be more population than there are people. So both of those, there are refugees. I forgot to put these out now from San Diego and San Francisco. So they need to eat, but we've still got one more. The zombies are not yet overrunning the agricultural land. They will do next turn because the next priority is going to be farms. So what we've in effect got is each city and group of refugees needs to eat, and each farm can provide food, and we also have the ability to put in food supplies down here. At the moment, there are 11 farms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there are 10 mouths to feed. In effect, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not going to be long before these farms are overrun, but likely these refugees are also going to be overrun. We'll see how things go, and then they're going to start migrating to the east. So, production points. We get 1. It couldn't have been much worse. So, we're just going to go for raising DEFCON. The DEFCON level to DEFCON 4. Basically, communication lines have been cut. Nobody can get a response from the west, so we've, as a precaution, set things to DEFCON 4, and we enter turn 2. We start off each turn with a random event, and we get 61. So our random event, our 61, is Canadian Zeds. Oh dear. Z phase 1 burst is placed in a random open area on the Canadian border. Roll another d6 to determine this region. So basically 5 zombies, because that's the Z burst max, are going to appear in area 4. Wisconsin. I think this is going to go badly for us. So as a random event, 5 more have arrived in Wisconsin. Thankfully, they're not gonna attack anything straight away. Right, so we go to Z phase 1. We look at the largest area. There's 6 guys in there. There's 11 in there, so that's the largest. They're gonna get another 5, and they're going to attack. There's no cities, so the next priority is a farm. So they're going to eat that farm. Going to overrun the agricultural lands. Because they've eaten the farm, they're going to get 3 additional zombies. 1, 2, 3. So that's a group of 9 and a group of 10. Z phase 2, that group of 10, that's the most populous area. So that's gonna split, and that 10 is going to go marching looking for food. And it's gonna go to 4, so it's gonna cross into Arizona. Unfortunately, it's not gonna find any food there. So it's gonna split again. And 5 of them are going to continue marching. They're going to go to 6. Which is back up into California. So they march into there, and then they're going to attack their priority, which is a farm. So that farm gets overrun. That's the end of Z phase 2. So now it's not looking so good when it comes to food. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mouths to feed. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 farms. So that means we're going to have some rioting. So there's not enough food. We have rioters. So let's have a quick look how we work that out. It's refugees and then cities. So seeing as though, well, they've got 11 and they've got 9, let's have the residents of California start rioting. Not ideal, but you can see why they're doing it. Yeah, so we've got the rioting. As far as research goes, we haven't got any. So now we get D3 plus 1. So we get 3 points. So I think we need to raise the DEFCON level again. We need to get some food. That's 2. We can now do an airstrike. So there's 11 there. And there is 9 there. So we're best off doing an airstrike on North California to try and whittle those numbers down a little bit. So we're going to do that. We roll a dice per 5, so that'll be 3 dice we'll roll, and we're going to minus the toughness of the zombies from the amount of casualties. So the first 5, 0. Second, we're going to get 3. And third, we're going to get 0. So only 3 die. So it's not great. It's not as effective as we would like. That ends the player phase. And so we now go to a random event as we go into turn 3. The random event is going to be 33, which is boat from Europe. Roll d6 to determine the region it appears. Okay, so a boat has arrived. It's going to arrive in 6, which is Florida. So, and then roll another d6 to see what appears off the boat. A 3. Survivalists. So, some European survivalists have landed in Florida. Maybe they're from Europe, maybe they're not. Oh yeah, boat from Europe. Clearly they are. So Europe's obviously having it bad. And so a community of armed individuals have landed in Florida, and they're going to protect Florida. So you can't move survivalists. They're one of the military units that can't be moved. Those on forts, clearly you can't move a fort. But yeah, that's that. We go on to the zombie phase. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we said was the highest. So they get the Z burst max, which is another 5. So that's done. They're going to attack the refugees because there's no farm, there's no cities and there's no farms. So they're going to eat those refugees, and when they eat them, some survivalists are going to appear. And we're going to get an extra 2 zombies, 2 hordes. Each one represents a horde. So that's Z phase 1. Z phase 2, we go to the highest population area, which is clearly this one. It's going to split into 2, and they're going to go marching. Oh, first of all, they get an extra 2, because that's the Z burst minimum. So, and then it's going to go to 3, which is north. So that goes up there. They're going to eat these rioting refugees, which is pretty good, to be honest. We need rid of that. And some more survivalists. So they've armed themselves, and we get another 3 zombies joining the horde. So to be honest, North and South California are a bit out of hand now. I'm just going to rejig this a little bit, see how much I've got. So I've got 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right then, so that is Z phase 1 and 2. They're still focusing over there, thankfully. We're going to go to the player phase. We now get 2d3 production points. We'll check for rioting, but I'm pretty sure we're okay now because that's gone. So we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got plenty of food. Plus we've got some in the bank. So yeah, let's see how many production points we have. 4. Okay, so we need to start thinking about defending. We've got some defensive zones here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy the military through these defensive zones. 1, 2. Oh, actually, they just sit in the in there, and well, that's all one. Ooh. So let's go for 3. And we might as well put a fort there then. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a fort. I think that is legitimate move. I'll put them like that just so that we know. But yeah, I think because that's one whole area and those defensive zones aren't distinct regions, that's a legitimate move. So that's actually all of my go. It's as simple as that. I'm just trying to contain them because they're going to come this way next. They're moving, and I need to do what I can. Maybe I should have started doing some research to work on them, but we'll see what happens. Turn 4. Random event. We get a 65. Another outbreak. Could this have gone any worse? It's quite good. Sometimes you can't win, but it's a narrative that unfolds. So I have to do another random outbreak, which is going to be in, I have a table here, row 2, 2. So the Great Plains, that'll be another unit, another group of 5. So yeah, they're definitely coming from the north. These Canadians, we've got survivalists coming from Europe on boats. We've got zombies coming from Canada. It's not ideal. So we've got 20 in North California. We've got 9 in South California. So 20, they get an extra 5. I'm going to keep them separate this time because we need to have 2 groups. So the first thing they're going to do is attack those survivalists. And then the survivalist strength is higher than the zombie strength, so I roll 2d6 and I remove that many zombies. 7. So they managed to kill 7, which is, you know, commendable. Unfortunately, the survivalists are overrun. Yep, so they're removed. And then we get the Z minimum, the Z burst minimum, which is going to be 2. Which means that we're back up to 20. And then it's going to go marching to 1. So it's going to go up to the northwest. And then it is going to split in half again. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're going to carry on to 3. Back down. That's alright. And then that's going to split again. Crikey. And they're going to go for a wander to 3. Which takes them into there. Then that's going to split. 6. Back into there. This could take a while. They're marching around like loons. 6. Oh no. So they go down into the deep south. Right. There's quite a lot of these. They're going to attack the survivalists. 2d6 will get eaten. So 6 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's spread them out a little bit better actually. Survivalists are overrun unfortunately. So yeah, we pretty much, they've not started trying to break through yet. They will do soon because there's nothing left to attack now. We're going to end up with an equal amount of zombies in each of these places. We know we've still got enough food. There's no research breakthroughs to be had. So let's see how much production we get this turn. 5. That's pretty good. I think we need to... Yeah, we really need to start worrying here. I think we can contain them. So long as this is where the high stuff starts. I think, yeah, let's carry on bolstering this defense. There's only so much you get in way of military units, though. So we'll see. I think we have to start researching, so we'll put that up by 1. We're going to put the food up by 1 for the inevitable when it comes. And then I think we need to do a couple of airstrikes. So we'll do 1 on Arizona. It's going to be 2 dice, and it's going to be -2 because of the toughness. So 1 and 0, so that wasn't particularly good. We'll try on... I think these airstrikes are not going to do a great deal here. I've got 2 more. Maybe we need to spend a point to get some Marines, and I'm going to put the Marines into Iowa. And then I'm going to move the Marines into Wisconsin. And then we're going to attack with the Marines because I'm higher. My strength versus theirs is higher. So 2d6 will die. 7 will die, so they've been eliminated. Go Marines. That's the end of the player phase. We go to our next turn. Ooh, 33. That was almost 53. 33 is another boat from Europe. We roll d6 to see where it appears. Ooh, let's do it through the hole. It appears in 1, so it's going to appear in New England. And what's it going to have on it? It's going to have a 6. Oh no. Oh. It's going to be 5 zombies. Maybe when they set off, it was military support. There was all sorts of things good that could have come there. But rolling that 6 has meant that it's a burst of Zeds. Oh, and it says here, note that this is the burst that is used for Z Phase 1 movement, even if it's not the largest on the map. So they're gonna... This should have been the case up here as well, but... Oh well. So this is actually going to overrun Boston. Boston's going to be gone. We're going to get some refugees, and they're going to get another 5. Crikey. That's not expected. And then Z Phase 2, it's equal. So I'm going to roll the dice. On a 1, 2, or 3, it's going to be South California. On a 4, 5, or 6, it's going to be New England. Okay, so South California. So they get 2, which is the Z burst minimum. They're going to move 3. They're going to move up there. Let's split this out now. And that one's going to move 2 up to there. And that one's going to move 4. It's going to start crossing. Now there's a fort there. Well, first of all, it's a defensive zone. So for D6 of them won't move. So 1 won't move. Then there's a fort. So another 3 won't make it. This is how I understand it to work. So 3 are going to stay behind. 2 are going to go in. They're going to fight against the military. Strength of 3, so it's less. So I get 2d6, which kills 8. I've got a good defensive blockade in place from that side. This has took me unaware though. Yeah. So that was Z phase 2. It ended in the fight. Then we go to the player phase. First of all, we roll to see if there's a research breakthrough. We have to roll a 1 for that. Nope. Then we look at riots. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mouths to feed. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 food. So we're fine for food. Yeah, we get 2d6 production points. We get 4. I think we're going to have to push the research up for 1. I think we're going to have to airstrike New England. Try and get that down. So it's going to be -2 off each of these. 2 and 4, so that'll be 6. That's pretty good. That makes me a bit happier. I've got 2 production points left. I think I'm going to move the Marines across there, ready for that fight. And I think I'm going to deploy another unit of Marines down here. I'm going to say that all of these actually, they're all sitting in that fort. I think that's how it works. I'm not too sure on forts, it's a little bit woolly. Okay, then at the end of I've spent all my PPs, so I'm going to attack with those Marines. They kill 11, so they're definitely dead. This over here, I should have actually deployed some out there. I have still got 1 unit of army I can draft in. Maybe that'll be next turn. So we go to turn 6. Random event. 26. Zeds mutate. Randomize the Z priority order. Okay, so okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So open, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Farms, city. So they've evolved. They're no longer being pulled to centres of population. They're now going to be attacking things in the open first, then agriculture, then going into cities at the end, which is probably a bit more realistic. Now they're on the migration. So let's see what we've got. So we've got 10 in there. 6, 6, 5, 4. So this one is going to get the Z burst maximum. Now there's nobody in there to attack, so it's gonna move, and it's gonna move a 6, which is remove Zeds. They go off the map and they become Canada's problem. That's good. And then we go to Z phase 2. So 6, 6. That is still the highest with 7. So they get an extra 2. So. And then the 5 is going to go on the march. Come on, lucky 6. No. 5 is going to come down here. And then where are they going? Ooh, 6. And down here. And then the 6 are going. 3. Oh, it's forever going to go on. 6. 5. Okay, they're getting closer. 3. Oh, it's coming. Yes, so they're going to go into there. First of all, D6 don't advance because of the defensive zone. That's 4, which leaves 1 attacking. It hits the fort. I think that one didn't go forward. That's a lot in Arizona for the Marines. I was hoping to move in with the Marines and clear them. It's not likely to happen. So yeah, we go to the player phase. First of all, we roll to see if there's a research breakthrough. There isn't. Rioting, nothing's changed. We get 4 points. I'm going to deploy some military in New York. I'm going to do an airstrike on Arizona. That'll be 3 dice, -2 for each one. 0, 3, 0. So just 3. I'm going to move the army into there. And I am going to... Yeah, it's not ideal. I think I'm going to move these Marines into there. So first of all, the army will attack. They'll kill 8, which clears this region. The Marines are going to attack. And they'll clear 8, which clears this region. Okay. That's the end of my turn. We're going to go to turn 7. Random event is going to be 54. Food stocks pillaged. Decrease food by 1. Bad people. Okay, so there is 8 there. They're going to get an extra 5. Nothing to attack, so they're going to go on the march. Oh. Two. Which takes them into the defensive zone. 1 doesn't make it. And then from the fort, 2 don't make it. So 4 will make it. And then the army will defend and kill 6. We have got them. We've got them contained at the moment. So they are still the largest area, which will be getting another 2. Then they're going to go on a march for 4, which is going to take them there. And they're going to march a 4, which does take them back. 6. Oops, takes them up. Sorry. And then from there, a 1 takes them in there, and then they'll attack the Marines. 5 will die, but unfortunately, it takes out the Marines. Okay. That was done. Right then, let's see. Do we have a breakthrough for research? 2, we do. So we can now choose what we want to do. So it's 2, which costs us 2. I'm going to flip that so that we remember we've had one in case we get biochemical weapons next. And I'm going to reduce the zombies' toughness to 1. We've researched them, we know how they work, we're going to take them out. Okay. Rioting doesn't change, so we're now going to go into... How much production points do we have? We have 4. Okay, so we're gonna do an airstrike. There's only 4 there. We'll do one on South California. So it's only -1 off each. So 5, 10 die. They're gone. And then we might as well do our last airstrike on North California. 1 and 3, so 4. We're getting them. They're going. Okay, I'm feeling good here. We've got them contained. We're out of airstrikes. Our air support is done though. But there's very few hordes left. We're going to go into turn 8. We have a random event, which is going to be a 32. Oh, I think that's another boat. It's a boat from Hawaii. Nice. Where does it land? It comes in at South California. And then what comes? A 3. Comes into South California after we've just cleared it with an airstrike. Survivalists. Nice. Some Hawaiian survivalists. They see their boats are drawn towards the flaming plains, and they make landfall to find nosettes. Nice. Okay, so our most Zeds are only 4, so they're going to get a Z burst maximum of 5. There's nobody for them to attack there, so they're going to move. They're going to go towards a 5, which puts them into South California, where they're going to meet the survivalists from Hawaii, who kill 3 of them. Unfortunately, that's all they kill. And our migrants from Hawaii are no more. Then this is still the biggest one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They get another 2. So it takes it to 6. 2 groups of 3. 3 are going to go on the march. And they're going to go to 5. They're going into there. They're claiming that land as their own. Then where are they going? 1. And they're going north. And then 2. There's traipsing north. And then 2 of them. 2. This could go on for a little while. Wow. Speed it up. 5. Yeah, they're just marching up and down. There's not many of them, but it's not very well populated until they find their way to Mexico. That's Mexico's problem now. This is a World War Z USA, not Mexico. So there you go, then we're on to us. So, I think we can do this. There's no chance of a research breakthrough because we're on 0. So let's go with our production points. And we have 5. This is the turn. I think we've got it. So, we are going to... we're going to try and do it this turn. So we're going to move the army into there. We're going to move the army into there. We're going to move the army into there. And then we are going to... we're going to go to research level 2, just in case we can get biochemical weapons and finish them off. We don't want to have to resort to nuking anywhere. So our 3 attacks. The army is attacking in... We're clearing up house now. They're gone. We're going for it in North California. It's only kill 3, but that's all we need. And then in Arizona... Yep, look at us go. That all went quite well. That's the end of our turn. We move into 9. There's only 2 zombies left on the board. 2 hordes. 15. It's quite low. Could be bad. Crops restored. Place a farm counter in any region without a farm already present. So let's say Georgia. You can have some crops. Oh, it's looking good. The west might be ravaged, but the east is looking strong. Okay, so then we get 5. There's no food, so they're going to move. And they're going to go 3. So these are going to move up here. They're going to attack the army. The army kills 5. So 1, 2, 3. That kills them. Z phase 2. Another 5 up here. There's no food. They're going to move 3 into North California. The army kill 3. Just. There we go. And I think, to be honest, this is looking good for us. So the cat will roll for the research breakthrough. Oh, crikey. Research breakthrough. Nope. Production points. 5 again. I mean, there's not a great deal we need to do here. I think we'll 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and we'll put our research up. We'll attack with the first unit, kills them, and that is game, because there are no Zeds left on the board. We now do our tally. The scores on the doors. City without a riot counter is 3 points each. 7 cities, that's 21. Refugee without a riot counter gives us 2 points, so 21, 22, 23. Farms give us 1 point, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Region without Zeds or nuclear counters is 1 each, so 33, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 57, I believe. And then plus 1 point per turn left. So 58. So 58 is excellent. You need to score 61 for the perfect score, but we were pretty close. I think, yeah, hopefully I got things right. I'm still not 100% sure how forts work, but we did get lucky with some Zeds going off into Canada, some going down into Mexico. And I think being able to reduce the toughness is pretty key. I would be interested to see what some of the scenarios do. If you'd want to see one, give us a shout, let us know. But yeah, there we go. I mean, the long and short of it is North California saw a zombie outbreak. It wasn't long before San Francisco was overrun. Refugees were roaming the wilderness. This is the same with Southern California. We got some. Sorry, I'm just noticing on the map there are little things telling you where you should put your farms and your cities. Nice touch. So yeah, and then the zombie hordes moved into South California. Basically, it wasn't long before the whole of the western coast was overrun. The agriculture was overrun. The refugees were just annihilated. Survivalists took up arms, but they too were overrun. During this time, though, the military was fast to raise the DEFCON level. We utilised the full strength of our air force to keep thinning out the numbers, and despite migrations from the north of of zombies and even a boatload of zombies from Europe. The military managed to deploy from New York to take back New England, and from Iowa into Wisconsin and the Great Plains, and then the military that were taking up the defensive zone between the east and the west systematically moved into the west and absolutely took everybody out. It was pretty good. We only lost one military unit. We didn't resort to nukes. Again, I think being able to keep it on one side of the outbreak and it not spread and get in amongst this area, which is what I fear the most. Yeah, we managed to deal with it. So hopefully you liked that. If you did, let us know. Let us know if you'd like to see any of the scenarios, or if you know of any other games that you want us to have a quick playthrough of. Thank you very much, and happy festive period.